You'll find the Heated Madness optic in these 3 locations. Those are the spawns that it can spawn at, but the most common is all the way back, which is also the most dangerous because I've drowned multiple times, but I've had a team every time I've gone down there after it. There are some cases where it can spawn those 2 other locations, but it's quite uncommon though. Now moving on to the magazine. The magazine can spawn up in there, but I've only encountered it one time. But you have to grab the 2 keys, which you see a key icon in a circle, and there's 2 of them. So you have to look in that area for them. So you also have to go into those zones. You have to shut the doors and try to find them. But also that final one, there is a chance in the top left one that you can find it in there. I found it almost every time except for one time, which was my final one, and I found it in that top area where that circle is for it. Now moving on to the barrel. The barrel is probably the most easiest one, but it's just crowded with bots. So if you're good with dealing with them, then that's the one for you. So there's 2 spawns. There's one to the left and one to the right. There's not 2 of them, there's only one, so I'd recommend checking both of them. But if they're not there, that either you're looking in the wrong spot, because this area does get very confusing, especially when you go around in circles. So I just recommend looking for marks like where those little purple counters are. This part I would recommend you pause the video and or take a screenshot of this little part right here, because this is a good little map piece. Now moving on to the muzzle. The muzzle is probably the hardest one, but for me, I got it on my first try. And just the only hard part is the AI and the sentry guns. Those are the only 2 problems with it, and that's the only big challenge. The next step is to take the R4D detector and look above the keypad, and you will see something like this. And it can vary, but my code was 901, so check that to see if it works. You get unlimited tries. So then what you want to do is memorize or just take a screenshot of those and go and look for little whiteboards and take out your R4D detector again, and then look at those, and there'll be all kinds of stuff, and look for a little your symbol. If you find your symbol and there's a arrow leading that's next to it that's leading away from it to a number, that will be your number. So where that placement where that letter is, say that first letter in there was 1, then I'll put the 1 as first, and then I would find the next one, and when I find the next one, then I put that one. And what I did was I didn't find the third one. I just guessed from 0 to 9. And surprisingly, I did it first try. It was 901. So, yeah, I got pretty lucky. Moving on to the final one, the underbarrel. So what you want to do is you have to, first things first, you have to go and find 3 AQ laptops. You have to find 3 of those, and once you find 3 of those, you have to go back to that area where that underbarrel is, and in that big room, you have to do a little bit of parkour, go on top of those big machines, and you see these little rings, areas that have lighting. Go to those, and with your 3 AQ laptops, and go around. If you see a little wire at the bottom of one of them, and it says connect at laptop, connect them, and go to all 3 of them. There'll be 3 scattered around the room, and once you put all those in, it would say the system is hacked, and you hear a loud beeping sound. Follow that, and you find the door to there, and then once you open up the door, you have to look around in there, and there'll be these little slots of loot. Check all those, and eventually you'll find the little box with the underbarrel. If you found this video helpful, I would recommend smashing that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And also comment down below what else y'all would like me to do next, what thing you want me to go over next. And here's some gameplay of me in there. Some guys were camping. Some guy was camping the elevator, and I was in solo. Had the magazine for the Heat of Madness, and just watch. It was pretty. I was a little ticked off after. And here's what the blueprint looks like when you unlock it.